Hello!
And hello everybody, happy
Hi.
Sunday!
Happy Sunday, guys!
We are live here in Le Cambridge Studios.
Yeah, Quarantine Central, as it's
AKA our
called.
spare bedroom.
How are you feeling, Sweet Ben?
I'm feeling good. Do you know what? It's becoming a little bit monotonous now. We've been doing the same thing for a few weeks now, guys. I think we're about 45 days in lockdown here in the UK. So do you know what? Things could be worse. Do you know what I mean? Worse.
Do you know what?
We've got a nice garden. The weather's been good. We've still got nice food. All of that.
Been doing a bit of a touch of gardening.
We have,
tackling me bushes in my back garden.
Tackling your bushes in your back garden, David.
Exactly,
Innuendo bingo.
How are you doing this week, guys?
So
Hope
where
you're
have we got
staying
everybody?
safe and well. Having some fun in the pre-show
We have.
chat.
So we've got people from Florida, New York, Canada. Gosh, everywhere. Amazing, guys. Later on, in just about 5 minutes, we've got Sean and Stef joining us for a really fun game.
Yeah.
It's the love and marriage game. So we're going to ask each other some questions.
Bit of a different game show, isn't it, this week?
So I've wrote the questions. David hasn't seen them yet, so there's no cheating here whatsoever. So we'll see how much we mess up on knowing each other that much.
And later on, we've got another Cooking with Ben segment. So last week, Ben made my lovely birthday cake, which we destroyed after the show, by the way. We ate all of it, didn't we?
He's such a liar, guys. It wasn't nice, right? So do you remember how I had to substitute the butter because I completely forgot butter? So I used salted margarine. Now it was okay, but the salt obviously caused the cake to be super heavy. I make this cake all the time and it's the lightest thing ever, so it was really heavy.
Well, I still ate like half of it.
So we chucked half of it away.
But this week, we're not doing a dessert. This week, Ben is making Big Macs.
You know, from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Big Mac. We make Big Mac meals, so how good's that?
But first things first.
Should we get straight into our cocktail of the week?
Cocktail of the week.
Oh, it's cocktail hour. It's cocktail hour. With Ben and David.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this week, guys, we are cheating. First of all, let us know what you're drinking in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be absolutely anything you fancy.
Yeah, we've already had a few of you say what you were drinking before we came on air. We've had a few ciders in there. We had a cinnamon wine. I said Ben would like that.
Ooh, how different's that, guys?
I think you'd like that one. But yeah, so this week, we're cheating a little bit.
We are.
We're not very prepared for cocktails.
What have we got?
We're all cocktailed out.
We didn't go. We haven't been to the shops in a few days, guys.
So this week we fancied a taste of the Caribbean.
Caramba!
And we saw these in the supermarket and we couldn't resist buying them because they have just started selling them here in the UK. We've got a crate of Red
Stripe, guys, from the one and only Jamaica, actually made in the Netherlands, but hey, it's a little bit of Jamaica. Look at this Red Stripe.
Look at that.
So we had a lot of Red Stripe on a trip with the Disney cruise ship. On our excursion in Jamaica, and
we've told you about this trip a few times.
We got trolleyed on these things.
Yeah,
so
this was the famous trip with the talcum powder and Ben's brother being sick in a towel.
So do you want to open them, Dave? So Mickey's drinking mimosa. Jeff, hello from Massachusetts. People says tea. I love this drink. Oh, we like a tea as well. Pink grapefruit, Kelly. Amazing cup of tea, Denise. Lovely. We've got great Propel water. Oh, I don't know what that is, Morgan. I've never heard of that before. Fanta orange. Lovely, Cheryl Ann. Coke Zero with vanilla peppermint vodka, Nikki and Ray. Oh, that sounds lovely, doesn't it?
That sounds really nice.
It's too late for coffee here. Love the island. Perrier with the strawberries. Oh, nice. Loved Red Stripe. Yep, Frank, us too.
Yep. Taste of the Caribbean. Taste of Jamaica.
Oh, I had a drink before I did my cheers. How rude is that? Right, should we get straight on with the news really quickly, then we can go over to Sean and Stef and we can have some fun with those guys.
It tastes like a cruise holiday, I just have to say.
Tis the news. It's so depressing, it's the news, all disaster around the world. It's the news, it's the headline news. So depressing news, we want good news now.
Come on, Ben, get the depressing stuff out of the way.
Right, we're going to do this really quickly. So remember last week, the Ruby Princess was stuck in Australia with some ill crew members on board. Well, she has finally left Australia. She spent 2 weeks docked in the Port Kembla, which is in a place called Wollongong. How cool is that place?
Wollongong.
Basically, as they left, they had some huge flags all over the ship saying thanks to Australia. And some crew were also repatriated as well and sent on flights. It's now heading for Manila in the Philippines with 500 crew on board to get all of those home, which is really nice.
Yeah, a good Good ending for that one, I guess.
Absolutely. Next up, we've got Royal Caribbean and Norwegian news. So as we know, all the cruise lines are struggling for money at the moment. So what's happened? Because they didn't get any aid from the USA, they've been given some aid from a German credit agency called Euler Hermes. Basically, they provide the credit so they can finance all of the brand new ships. And basically, they've given them a 12-month debt holiday, which is absolutely fantastic. So they don't have to pay anything, which can save them up to £500 million.
Yeah, good. And we also saw Norwegians seeking finance, aren't they, from Goldman Sachs, was it? One of the cruise lines. So all the cruise lines are trying to get the ducks in a row, I guess, with finance and, you know, get enough money to keep them afloat in this time.
No pun intended. But finally, guys, Allure of the Seas, she's got nowhere to go, basically. So at the moment, she's sailing off the coast of Cork. She's just doing nothing, really. There's no ports that can take her at the moment. So she has a minimal crew on board, no passengers, just sailing about, killing time. It's a bit sad, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess there's nowhere for her to dock, really, is there?
No,
I mean, Southampton's full.
It's a shame. We've had a super chat, guys.
Oh, wow,
First
super
one
chat.
of the night.
Woo!
Paper City Gamer Jeff, thank you so much. Red Stripe, good idea, Bayfund.
Yeah.
And again, guys, thank you so much for all the super chats last week for David's birthday. It made your day, didn't
I
it?
forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show, actually. Thank you, everybody you guys are amazing with the super chats. Really, guys, it really made it a really special birthday for us. But also everybody who sent comments after the show, because I know a lot of people watch this on Monday while they're at work or they're catching up during the week. So thank you, everybody who sent me a birthday comment. I'd actually had a really great birthday week, actually.
It was lovely. So, guys, let's go and play our game show. So, straight after this, we're going to go to Sean and Stef. It's time for trivia.
It's trivia time. Trivia time, trivia time, trivia time.
It's trivia with Ben and David. It's trivia time, bitches.
Oh, hello.
Oh, trivia time, bitches. That's a bit risky, isn't it? But, guys, we are joined by Sean and Stef. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hiya.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you too. So how's it over there in Orlando? How's the weather?
It's
Hot.
Very hot. Very hot.
Oh,
Very hot.
lovely. And how are you guys doing? How are you feeling, Sean?
I'm doing okay. Today's a good day, so we'll just keep it like that. Today's a wonderful day.
Today's a
Oh,
very
good.
Oh, good. Well, it's really good to see you guys. We absolutely love your set. It looks awesome. We were watching the video about how you made it. It is a really cool
That's all
set.
Steph. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's crazy.
We love your set. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
now.
we love your set. You are our inspiration. I'm surprised I didn't cut a finger off cutting these letters out.
They look really cool, though. I really like them. Right, should we play some games? I've got to admit, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know about you guys.
We're
very
definitely
nervous.
Right, let's get going with the first question. David,
Let me grab my pen and
we need some
paper.
paper. So we know you guys have got some boards. We couldn't find any. Look at
Oh my
that. Look
gosh,
how-
you two are
Look
so
how
prepared.
professional they are, guys. Look at that.
Hey, when Ben and David call, you answer.
We went to Dollar Tree.
Right, let's do this then. So we've got our paper. Guys,
Do you want pink or black?
so I'll have black, why not? So the first question is, so this one's based on me and Sean. So David and Steph have got to guess, but we all write down an answer, then we reveal if it's the same.
I'm so nervous.
So it's mine and Sean's. So first question, what's your favourite condiment?
So whose favourite condiment?
So mine and Sean's. So you write mine and Steph writes Sean's. So let's guess. Oh, what could it be? Oh God, I don't know what it is.
That's a really random question, Ben.
It's not. Oh, I know what it is. And it's a really weird one.
It's a condiment like sauce.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Thing.
So it can be like salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise, all of that sort of stuff. So
Oh, ooh. Well, salt's in the mix here.
salt's in the mix, yeah. So guys, are you all ready to reveal? So what's going to happen is me and Sean reveal first. So,
Go on then.
oh no, actually, you and Steph go first because we know what the answer is. So go on, guys, reveal.
Are you ready, Steph?
So Steph's got mustard. What have you got, David?
I put tomato ketchup.
Tomato ketchup. Right, Sean, what did you put?
No.
Hot sauce sriracha, Steph.
No.
Sriracha.
No.
That's. Oh, I shouldn't say anything, should I?
And I put salad cream. So David,
Salad
tomato
cream.
So guys, you probably don't know what salad cream is. It's a very British thing. So basically, it's a little bit like mayonnaise, but with vinegar in it, I think.
It's disgusting.
It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Right, so we both lost that one.
Okay.
Right, so next one, we can all guess this one because we can all guess what it is. Where did you go on your first date? So get writing, everyone. Where was your first date? So actual date.
I think I remember this one. I don't remember the name of the place.
Oh, see, I do. Let's write down our answers, guys. Yeah, you can play along with your other halves as well, guys, if you want. It's quite a funny game. Right, I've wrote down my answer.
I'm writing an essay here.
So, Sean and Steph, reveal your answers together at the same time. Ale House,
Second date. That is
Disney
our second-
Hollywood Studios.
That would be our second date. No dose.
Oh, I love this game. It's hilarious.
No dose. Oh my goodness gracious. No, I am correct.
He is correct.
Guys.
That's correct. Yeah, that's right.
Right,
That's fine.
David, go. Yes, so that is right, actually.
Nice.
It's Dacqua.
Yay. Okay.
And it is an Italian near a shop called Joplin's.
I couldn't remember the name.
Oh my gosh.
I just remember we
hilarious.
went downstairs.
Oh, guys, next one is a little bit controversial. So, what's your most annoying habit?
So who are we doing this for?
You're talking about your own annoying habit. So, Steph, Sean will be guessing you, and David will be guessing me.
And then we have to write what?
And then we'll do the opposite. Okay.
So we have to write both?
So we have to write both, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So what you think each other's annoying habits are, so do them both. So you could just write
Then you're going to cause domestics here.
Ben equals David.
So I have to write what Sean thinks of me. Is that right?
So you do both, yeah, so...
So I'm just going to cut Ben equals, I think this is what David thinks of me. And then David
I
will
know
do
what
the
you
same
think
thing.
of me.
Let's have a look. So David, what do I think your most annoying is? There we go. I'm all set. Cool. So yeah. Let's do this. Right. Right, so we'll answer first on this one. So I said my most annoying habit is spending money.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and David's most annoying habit is that he's too tight with money. So what did you put, David?
I put two completely different ones.
Oh my god. We are useless at this game.
So I think Ben's most annoying habit is leaving things turned on, like the lights.
Oh, whatever.
And I thought you would say that mine is complaining. But then again, it's usually complaining about spending money.
Guys, we didn't get one right. How bad is this? So Sean and Steph, your go, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I put that you work that you would
Work too much. And Steph is bossy.
You would say
Worry,
it's
wart, and repeating myself. Guys, I've got to say, we are well and truly useless at this game. All four of us are terrible.
Apparently, I don't know anything about the woman I married 13 years ago.
Okay, then. So, next question. Who said, I love you first? Right down, so everybody can answer this. So, obviously, it's going to be me or David, and obviously Steph or Sean.
Well, I'm not going to write Steph, am I, or Sean?
Are you ready? So Steph and Sean have answered. Yay, well done, guys.
Well done.
That's top right. I'll go, guys. Let's do it. Yay! We all got that right. Yay, go team. That's awesome. We all got that one right. Next one. Oh, this is a good one. What is your couple's song? So what song is yours? What would you... So guess a song that you think would be your song. I think I know what ours is. I think. But I said that and I got them all wrong last time. Which is absolutely useless. Guys, do I sound like I'm talking in slow motion? Because I can hear feedback on my ear. It's really weird. So it's like, I am talking like a drone. Right, you ready?
How do you spell that?
So
Prodigy
Sean and
song?
Stef, go for it, guys.
Hold on,
I have to
know.
say that Sean goes, this is
know.
really too hard because your taste in music is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
No, it would totally be Bucks Fizz. We play it every day.
Oh, guys. I love both of those. I love Bucks Fizz and I love We Go On from Epcot. Amazing.
Yes, it's our Epcot song.
We better get this right because this
Oh, it'd never be
we
like
talked
that.
about this before. Yep, All the Lovers by off of Kylie Minogue.
Yay!
Yay. Right, what is next?
Because we played that when we walked down the aisle, didn't they? Well, there wasn't really an aisle.
Yes, exactly. So next question is the first thing you touch when waking up. So Sean, you've got to guess for Steph, and I've got to guess for David. So the first thing you touch when waking up. So Sean guesses for Steph, I guess for David. And keep it clean. Go on, guys. Yay, phone. Well done, guys. Well done, team. This is our one. Ready?
Oh, I put
David.
because you have to put your glasses
No,
on.
but I'm only guessing for you. But yeah, that's probably right.
Sorry.
And to be honest, I still look at my phone with my glasses off, so. Right, the last question, guys. Oh, this is an interesting one. So, who would you want to be stranded on a desert island with? So, David, you've got to guess for me, and Steph, you've got to guess for Sean.
Is this a trick question?
No, so who would you want to be stranded on a desert island with?
Are we there as well? Are we already there?
Yeah,
Just
we
one-
there as well.
Just one person.
Yeah, but are we on the island together?
Oh, yeah. No.
So apart from each other.
No, yeah, so it's just you. So
But
you
apart
are on
from-
a desert island by yourself.
But apart from
Who else do you want to be there? So Sean isn't already there, and I'm not already there.
oh well then.
I just saw David's answer. What a cheeky bugger.
Because I thought I was there with you.
No.
Well, I'm gonna say who else, assuming I'm there.
Right, guys, you go for it. Oh, yes. Hashtag Sean and Steph. I love it, guys.
Aw.
That's perfect. David's changed his answer. I can imagine what it's going to be. So obviously I said David.
And obviously I was gonna say Ben, but I thought I was there.
So he said Chad Michael Murray.
Because that's Ben's,
That is
Ben's
fantastic.
dream.
My God. Well, all I've learned from that game, guys, is that we're all absolutely useless, but we all love each
Yeah.
other, so that's all that matters.
Yes.
Guys, if you already haven't, make sure you check out Sean and Steph's YouTube page, as well as GoFundMe page. They're raising money, obviously, for Sean's treatment. But Sean and Steph, it's so glad to see you guys.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really nice
Oh,
to
we
talk
love
again.
you all so much.
been awesome.
We can't. It was so great to see you. You all are family to us. So it's so awesome to talk to you all today.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for taking the time as well to come and speak to us.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Are
guys.
you
It's
kidding?
super
When
appreciated.
Ben and David call, you answer.
We're there.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you later.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, Sean and Steph. Honestly, the nicest couple ever. Oh, I can
Gonna
take this
that
off
away,
now.
yeah.
It's really weird because when we're talking to them, because obviously they're all the way in Orlando, Florida with that lovely weather, and Sean looks great, doesn't he? He's looking really good. I know he's having a lot of horrible time. I think he's on round 3 of chemo now. But like literally, what a warrior, guys! How good is that?
Yeah, make sure you do go and follow them. Go to their channel, watch all their old vlogs. They've
Yeah.
got so many vlogs and so many fantastic ships as well.
Absolutely.
And make sure you follow them on Facebook and social media and stuff. If you don't already have the links, we'll pop them in the links in the description section after the live stream's been on there.
Absolutely. But thanks for joining us again, guys. Guys, get your questions in. We're going to answer some questions after this really short video. So this is me
Yeah.
attempting to make a Big Mac earlier on today. Let's have a look at those results. You're excited, David?
I'm excited. It's my family recipe.
Oh, McDonald's, of course. David is called David McDonald. Crispy French fries off of McCain's.
My cousin.
Another McCain. So let's get these in first of all, and then we'll start making the beef burgers from scratch. How exciting. Hi guys, so we're back in the We're back.
I wish you couldn't do that with a knife.
We're back in the kitchen. So we're going to make the burger sauce first of all. So the famous McDonald's burger sauce, which is going to be so nice. First of all, we've got 120 grams of mayonnaise, or half a cup of mayonnaise. And then we need 1 gherkin dice. So we've got some lovely, we call them pickled cucumbers here in the UK. Oh, he's a floppy gherkin though. 1 teaspoon of that. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So we've got some garlic powder here, guys. Oh my god, it's really strong, isn't it?
It already smells like McDonald's though.
It does, I can smell the McDonald's, can you?
Yeah, it's like vinegar and garlic.
Then onion powder, guys. So smoked paprika, so 1 teaspoon of that as well.
We use smoked paprika in almost every dish.
And then half a teaspoon of white pepper. So let's give that a good mix together. It's really nice. So you need about 250 grams of ground beef, or minced meat beef as we call it here in the UK. We've got 15% one just because it holds better. So you take half and you make it into a ball. So there we go, guys. So it's a ball now. So like this. So I reckon that's about right. That looks nice. And then you get the other half of that beef. So this is for the second patty, because obviously there's 2 patties in a Big Mac. For any expert who knows, any Big Mac connoisseurs out there like me, I like my Big Macs. Do you, David? What's your favourite thing in McDonald's?
Chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap. Boring. So last one, guys. Cool, pat that down. So I'm going to wash my hands now thermally because I'm not going to touch them again. Happy birthday, dear Daisy. She's dead and she's a burger too. Sorry. So guys, now for a little bit of salt. A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And some pepper as well. We'll obviously do this for the other side as well in a minute. 1, 2. Obviously, guys, just take your cheese slices. So you can need 4. So for inside the bag, you need some diced onions, gherkins, and some lettuce. Really nice and finely cut, because as you know, in a McDonald's burger, it's sort of like that inside. They're not big onions. Oh my god. They look blooming good, guys. Look at them. Pre-washed it, guys. So same with the lettuce. They just cut into a little bit. And then it's really thin. That's it, we're done. Basically just assemble the bun. So what we've done, we've got bread buns, plus 2 extra middle bits as well. So the bottom half, so there's going to be 3 slices of bread in each bun. But I need to quickly toast them first on the grill. So that only takes 2 minutes. Okay guys, so that's the buns getting all nice and toasty. Guys, you know how messy Big Macs are, so this is totally normal. I'm going to put a wallop of some of this delicious burger sauce on. So that's it, guys. How easy was that to make a quick Big Mac meal during lockdown so you can still have your treats? Let me tell you, it's absolutely delicious. Okay, so back up to the studio. So guys, what did you think of my burger making skills? I've got to say though, it was absolutely delicious, wasn't it?
It was really good.
The burgers were gigantic. So they came out like this thick. So they were not a McDonald's burger. What we should have done is
half the meat.
We used a recipe from taste.co, so they were doing recipes from restaurants and stuff. So we actually used a proper restaurant, but there was far too much meat. Because you know what a Big Mac is? The meat's like that thin, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think either you half the meat or just have it as one burger without the 2 patties.
Absolutely. Right, should we take some?
The burgers were delicious.
Let's take some.
They were so good.
So Joe P saying, whoa, when did Gordon Ramsay join the channel? Oh, thanks, Joe. That's hilarious. That's a funny one.
I know, well, there was less swearing in that one.
Jennifer, totally agree. Nobody likes a floppy gherkin. It's true. But the gherkin's lovely. Guys, seriously, it was delicious. So what we ended up doing was making 2 burgers each. Because they were just too thick, so we had to eat them separately. So
but they were way too, like, that could have fed 4 people, couldn't they? But they were really good.
So Damon's asking, why do you have an elliptical machine in your kitchen, or a cross trainer as we call it in the UK? It's just an ornament, really, because we never use it.
That's pretty much what it's there for.
So obviously it's a cross trainer to work out on.
It's great as a clothes hanger, honestly.
It's a really good clothes hanger. And if you move it around, it sort of gets wind in it as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's something, guys, I was really desperate to buy this elliptical trainer. I've used it 3 times.
Ben was like, this is going to change our lives.
It's going to change.
We're going to use it every day.
I'm going to lose so much weight.
He's like, just think, Ben. Just think, David. We can get up. We can go do an hour of exercise.
So Kristen was asking, who likes to add bacon to their Big Mac? Yep, why not? I do.
pile it all in, why not?
Pile it all in, get as much stuff in here as you can. But yeah, it was really nice, guys. And honestly, we saw Sherry from Cruise Tips TV make burgers the other day on her barbecue. So this inspired us to make it.
She did the guys' burgers, didn't she, from Carnival?
Yeah, because we didn't realise how easy it is to actually make a burger patty. I genuinely thought it was loads of ingredients. I didn't realise it was legitimately just ground beef or minced beef rolled up into a ball, smashed down with salt and pepper.
Yeah. It was so easy.
It's a bloody revelation.
It took about, from start to finish, it took us about 15-20 minutes altogether. That was it.
James is saying he's put loads of weight on during lockdown. Yep, same James. I put on a kilogram, so 2 pounds so far.
Yeah, it's because you're not getting out, are you? And you're just in all the time, and you're like, oh, I've got 5 minutes to kill. Let's go and have a rummage in the fridge.
Oh, Melanie,
that's what we've been doing.
Thank you. You're a good little cook, Ben. I'm impressed. Oh, Melanie, you sweetheart. Oh, we've got
a super chat, Ben.
Super chat, woohoo!
From Jeremy. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Thank you, honestly, thank you so much for this.
So appreciated.
He said, thanks for the Big Mac. You're welcome. Thanks, Ben.
Welcome.
As well.
Thank
I
you
should
so
say
much.
thanks because it was delicious.
And thanks to Wolf as well.
We've got another super chat.
Thanks, guys. It's super appreciated. You guys, honestly, are keeping us going every week. We love coming here every week.
Yeah.
Providing a little bit of entertainment. And when you give us things like super chats, or just even talk to us, it doesn't matter. It just makes our week. So it makes us really happy, doesn't it?
So Wolf said, it does, Ben, sorry. So Wolf said, so lovely to see you every Sunday. Which NCL ships have you sailed on, and which was your favourite, and why? Hugs from Sweden.
Oh, we've
Hugs
sailed
to Sweden.
We've sailed on quite a few, haven't we? So we've been on the Norwegian Getaway, the Norwegian Jade, Norwegian Breakaway, Bliss, and Encore. And we were supposed to go on the Spirit. I think my favourite one was probably the Bliss, because it's exactly the same as Encore, but it still has the outdoor area at the back, the H2O Spice. So I think the Bliss was definitely my favourite, just because that beautiful panoramic.
Actually, now you mentioned that's really good. Yeah, because I was going to say
Jade is second close for me.
I think Jade. I really like the smaller ships.
The smaller ships, guys.
Yeah, and I liked Getaway because there was a lot of free stuff to do. So like the ropes course was included and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Whereas the racetrack's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it is an extra cost.
Absolutely.
So I like the Getaway.
So we've got a question from Rick. So Rick, that looks absolutely delicious, but hazardous for my beard. That's hilarious. Trust me, it would be hazardous for your beard. I've only got a little beard, and it was still all the sauce was still getting in there. So that's hilarious.
It was hazardous for my waistline because it was that good.
Mary Jane, definitely David who washes up. I make the food, David washes up.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
True. It's so true.
It's so true. If I cook,
exactly
David washes
true.
up. If David washes up, if David cooks, he still washes up.
That's so true. But yeah,
So
definitely.
It is hilarious. Guys, keep the questions coming in.
Do you like the cooking segments as well?
Yeah, do you like the cooking segments, guys? Do you want us to make it something that we do every single week in our lives? It's just something a little bit different. But Denise, that's funny. Lockdown has turned us into alcoholics.
It has, yeah.
Again, same with us. Oh my God, we're agreeing with everybody. Same with us. It's exactly the same, Denise. Made us alcoholics.
Because you're not at work the next day. Like, you are at work. Like, I'm working from home, but, you don't have to get up until 5 minutes before you start work. So you're like, can I have a lie in?
Exactly. Look at us with our beer. It's a Sunday night, guys. It's a school night. So I miss your cruise vlogs. I can't wait for the world to heal, to get you all out there cruising again. Joe, same. For some reason, I've got Michael Jackson in my head singing, "Heal the world, make it a better place." But yeah, guys, it's going to get normal again soon. It has to. We must be slow. We must be getting there now, mustn't we?
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh, a super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Ready for the super chat pop?
There we go.
Thank you so much, Dean.
It's really appreciate you guys are freaking amazing. Honestly, I can't even say how cool you are now.
So Dean said, "You both are genuine and create a fun atmosphere." Thanks, Dean. That's what we've been trying to do from the start.
I've got to say, guys, it's been a few years since I had Red Stripe, but it's bloody good.
Can I just say, I'm literally...
You've drank a lot more than me.
I'm on the way.
It's so nice. So, Ali, how do you think flight companies are going to address social distancing? We have a flight to Miami, don't fancy 10 hours. Honestly, this is a really good question, Ali. So we've been talking about this today, actually, as we did our little walk outside. The question we have, it's not when cruising's allowed. How is cruising going to work for the foreseeable future?
Yeah.
Because our government, for example, have already said that social distancing will be in place for the rest of the year, apparently. Not taking it as gospel truth, but that's what they're saying, and other countries are saying the same. So how on earth are we going to be able to, number one, go on planes, go on trains if it's not essential, and go on cruises?
Even just doing the muster drill.
Yeah.
Like, how would you do a muster drill on a packed ship?
In some places in
social
Spain,
distance at the same time. They don't have the space for it.
In some places in Spain have already said that they're not allowing holiday makers for the rest of the season. So in the Balearic Islands, like Ibiza. So how a cruise is going to operate in Spain as well for this cruise season.
Yeah.
We've had another super chat, David.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hope we see you in Alaska someday. Oh, it's true.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Shauna.
Fingers crossed.
You guys are really amazing, honestly. I know we say this every week, but it is really the highlight of our week.
Honestly, guys, we genuinely look forward to this every week. We spend a lot of time getting it all ready. We want to bring you the best show we can, and it's amazing that other creators like Sean and Stef can come on and help us out as well. So, yeah, you guys are freaking amazing. Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And yes, Alaska. Definitely.
Amazing. Heather.
It's one on the bucket list.
Have you done a British Isles cruise, and which cruise line would you recommend for that? We haven't, but I think I would recommend Princess for that because they do some fantastic British Isles cruises.
Yeah, particularly if you want an American experience as well on board, but also P&O do some British Isles cruises, but you're going to get a British experience on board. Cool. But yeah, we've never done them before because we live here. I don't know, it feels a bit strange.
We've been to most of the ports. I mean, I'd love to do it because it's something very different, but we have been to most of the port cities in the UK and Scotland, and as well as Ireland as well. We've done quite a bit of travelling in Ireland. But yeah, an amazing way to see the UK. Definitely. It goes to all of the highlight places like especially Scottish Islands and stuff, guys, in Ireland, and goes to Liverpool and in Newcastle. Some really, really good places. See, Princess for sure. I think that's one of the best. We've got another super chat, David.
Oh, thank you so much.
From Daniela.
Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you so
guys,
much,
honestly,
Daniela.
you're amazing. She says, my two favourite guys, you will always make my day.
Well, as we already said, guys, you already make our day every single day, and especially on Sundays. We've genuinely been looking forward to this all week. So
yeah, thank you, guys.
Great to see you all. So thanks again for joining us. It's really appreciated. Right.
I just wanted to say about Liverpool is we went to Liverpool for the first time earlier this year.
We did it with
and we actually had a really good time.
Yeah, so good, guys. An amazing city with so much to do.
It was an amazing city to go to. There was so much to do, and we went on a cruise. We just went there on the train, and the city centre is really close to the cruise port. So if you ever do go there on a cruise, you can literally just walk to all the attractions. Absolutely a fantastic city.
Millie, do you think we'll be cruising in March? Got a cruise booked? Probably, yeah. I would say
next
so,
year.
I mean, by then I think there'll probably be a vaccine. Hopefully they're still saying about 10 months away.
Anyway.
So yeah, I think it will be. But we've got another super chat as well, guys.
Oh my gosh,
you guys are amazing. From Jim.
So Jim said,
thanks, Jim.
Love watching you guys. Started when I was researching our first and only so far cruise last year. Sorry, this is going too quick. Looking forward to NCL Bliss in January 21. 16-day Panama sea to sea for my hubby's 60th.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing,
incredible.
Jim. Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
That sounds really cool.
Well, have an amazing time, and again, thanks so much, Jim. It's super appreciated.
And happy birthday for next year, for your hubby's 60th. But thank you so much for your super chat. We really, genuinely do appreciate it.
Lisa, love your show. Have you been on Ovation of the Seas to the Hawaiian Islands? We haven't been to Hawaiian Islands, Lisa, but we have been on Ovation of the Seas.
Unfortunately, not unfortunately, it was an amazing cruise, but we only had 3 nights on board in rainy Europe. So, but no, it was an amazing ship.
Oh, guys, honestly, absolutely amazing ship. We love the Quantum class ships. So you've got the Quantum, the Ovation, Spectrum, Anthem, and Odyssey, which is coming soon as well. Amazing ships. Honestly, one of our favourite types of ships. We would highly recommend everybody try them out. They're just such fun ships. They have so much fun things to do, and they're really technologically advanced as well, which I really like.
I just like the solariums.
Oh, the solariums, guys. Oh my God. Giant adults only solarium at the front. So just picture yourself sailing through the seas, laying back in one of those giant hot tubs, and little mini infinity pools as well. Honestly, it's the best type of ship.
With your red stripe beer in your hand, and you're
chilling out,
sipping away. No, honestly, such a lovely ship.
It really is.
And the Pacific Islands have been one of the things on my bucket list for a long time. So
Paul's asking, do you have any special Patreon t-shirts? We don't at the moment, Paul, but it's something that David is working on.
Yeah, so, if you patrons would love to have them, let us know. I'd honestly be happy to make them for you.
And again, guys, helping us tonight is Sophie, my sister-in-law, and she's helping us out with all of the comments from her house. So we've got a feed in our ears from her as well. So she's sending all the comments to you. So big thanks to her as well.
Yeah, if everyone can say a big thank you to Sophie in the comment section.
So guys,
amazing.
We've had another super chat.
Woo!
Amazing.
Thank you.
Travelling Garrett. That's amazing.
So the Travelling Garretts. Hi guys, thanks for coming here every week. They've said, since we have moved our honeymoon cruise, we're planning to go on the Bliss to Alaska at the end of September. Any recommendations for specialty dining?
Oh, guys, the Bliss is amazing.
Norwegian's great for specialty dining.
Definitely try the Food Republic. We had an amazing meal there.
That was our favourite place to eat.
And Cagney's is a no-brainer as well. Cagney's Steakhouse, so much better than Chops Grill on Royal. And so much better than any other.
Yeah.
Cagney's is fantastic. So 2 I would definitely recommend.
I'd really recommend getting a dining package.
Isn't there Los Lobos on there as well? It's not the Brazilian place, it's Los Lobos on Bliss.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we went there on Bliss, didn't we? And that's a really nice restaurant as well.
Yeah.
So that's sort of a Mexican-themed restaurant. Loads of dishes. So good.
Yeah, but
so good.
Definitely if you can get a dining package, definitely get one because it does work out a lot cheaper, especially because most of the places now are like a la carte pricing, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So with a dining package, at least you're just covered.
Yeah, but
you can enjoy yourself.
Definitely recommend that. So David, we've got a question from Shah.
Oh, cool. So hey guys, I'm from Australia. So I'm watching you on Monday morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good hello tomorrow. Hello the future.
Have you boys ever travelled in or around Australia? If so, where did you go and did you like it? I haven't been to Australia before, but it's a place I've always wanted to go. I've got family there and I've got family that have travelled around Australia. Ben's been to Australia before, though.
I've been a few times, yeah. I've been when I was working with, when I was flight attendant with Virgin. So I got to go to Sydney. I had an amazing day. It actually happened to be, so the first time I ever went, it happened to be Australia Day, the day we landed. So it was amazing. And our hotel was literally a 2-minute walk from the Sydney Opera House. It was the Radisson Blu Hotel we used to stay in over there, and we used to get a few days there, and guys, it was amazing. I had such an amazing time. The weather was beautiful. There was partying going on everywhere. So I just worked through the jet lag because the time difference is like almost 12 hours. So it's when it's midday, it's midnight at home, and the opposite way around, it's screws with your head a little bit. But I had an amazing time. It's such a beautiful marina, and I remember seeing some cruise ships in there as well, and this was before we really started cruising. So yeah, I had an amazing time. Walked through the botanical gardens and had a lovely food. Blooming expensive though, isn't it, compared to the UK?
I don't know, I've not been.
Yeah, so I remember going to a 7-Eleven and buying like a sandwich, and it was like triple the price. Guys, how do you afford that over there?
But it's a place I'd love to go to. We've actually been watching a few Australian TV shows. So we've been watching Instant Hotel on Netflix.
Yeah, guys, watch that on Netflix.
But like some of the places look amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Honestly.
So it's a little bit like, it's based, I think, on a UK TV programme.
Called Four in a Bed.
Called Four in a Bed. So basically they go around other people's little mini hotels or
like Airbnbs.
Like Airbnbs and rate them, then somebody wins. But guys, some of these places are so good.
Yeah.
So watch that. It's on Netflix. It's called Instant Hotel.
And we used to watch a lot of MasterChef Australia.
We've been watching a lot of Netflix lately. What's some of your favourite things that we've been watching lately on Netflix? So we've been watching an amazing programme called Future Man, which is a new TV show. That's really good. That's on Amazon Prime.
We watched the whole series of the Imagineering story on Disney Plus. That was really good as well.
Behind the scenes of Disney. But we'd love to know some suggestions of what TV programmes we should watch.
But what we've been watching, guys, is yachts on YouTube.
Oh, guys, so like, listen, we've got, this happens quite a lot, but I've got a dream. I've got a new dream. My dream, right, is to own my own little yacht. So I'm only talking like a small catamaran. Like a 50, 60 feet catamaran.
Yeah, you've been looking at like sailing around boats. The world. Not so much
How
yachts,
amazing would that be?
Boats.
So guys, we've got it right into our heads that this is something we want to aim for when we obviously we're already old, but when we get older. So it's something that we really want to aim for, is to maybe sail around the world once, because it's something we've always wanted to do, and it can be all of our little own mini cruise ship, and we could do vlogs on it and pretend we're on a cruise ship and like serve each other food and do activities on deck like yoga and things like that. It'd be amazing.
But honestly, this week Ben has been like back to back looking at tours of like old boats that you can rip out, all sorts.
There's some good deals though. Been watching them even today. So G. Wilson Guitar, do you think holiday insurance companies will cover cruises even when they start back? Yeah, they definitely will do. Whether or not they're going to be more expensive, that's the point. But it's very, very careful. We say this a lot. Make sure you buy insurance from somebody who's really reputable, that have good reviews online, and really, really, guys, check that small print.
Just give them
make sure it covers.
Just give them a call if you can. I do that all the time.
But you've got to remember, even when you give them a call, there can be sneaky little buggers. Not saying that all insurance people will be, but they won't talk about the things they don't want you to know. So make sure you check all of the small print. Just read through it, because we've read insurance in the past and we've been like, we've had a house insurance and we'd be like, oh my God, it literally doesn't cover anything.
Well, with our latest insurances, with my bank account, and I rang up and I said to them, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm going on a cruise, obviously a lot, sometimes this, that, the other. And I said, am I covered? And she did say yes, but just if you can, give them a bell. But I know a lot of them in the UK, you have to pay extra for cruise cover now as well.
We've had a super chat, guys. Thank you so much.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Thank you again, guys. You're amazing. From Death Possum, YouTube has saved our marriage. Ha 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 ha. It's true, isn't it? Though it is a little outlet to be able to just go. It's the same with us. We watch so much YouTube, guys.
So much YouTube.
So it's the same for us. So thank you so much, Death Possum.
Thank you.
An awesome name as well.
Yeah, thank you for your super chat. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So Kevin, hi Ben and David. Hope you're well. Love hugs from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. And Siobhan, did I pronounce that right? Siobhan?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Or Sibian? You're going to kill me for saying that. Nobody can pronounce. Honestly, I need a lesson in how to pronounce Irish names. So Siobhan from, I guess, from South Carolina. Do you think they will open river cruising this summer? Good question, Siobhan.
Ooh, it's a good question. I think
really good question.
The problem is it depends on each country that the river cruise sails through.
Yeah, it's a really hard question.
You may see ones such as like Crozzy who only stay in, for example, France, open up quicker than the ones that go across.
Though.
No, but I'm saying like the cruises that are only within France.
Absolutely. So yeah, Alex Davis said it depends on each and every individual country, which is quite difficult, I guess, with river cruising. But I do think it's probably going to open up maybe a lot sooner than ocean cruising, just because it's really more like a hotel.
But then again, the issue with river cruising is very seasonal. So we may not actually see it until next year.
Absolutely. So next question from Josh Clipclop. Thanks, guys, for highlighting my week. What are your thoughts on future cruises and how do you think they'll react with more people afraid of cruising? Yeah, Josh, we made a video about this the other day. I think
we made a squidgy noise. Sorry.
I think some of the things that will happen is that cruise prices are going to go down in the short run, just to encourage people back to cruising.
Yeah.
But we're going to see more upcharges whilst on board to rein some of those costs back, I think, probably. But yeah, it's a valid question. They've got a lot of repairing to do.
I think they've got a big public image brand that they need to rebrand themselves.
And they have really been unfairly treated by the media, especially Princess Cruises, who are in such an awful condition because they're not an awful condition, in an awful situation because they are seriously, and they still are, one of our favourite cruise lines in the world. We absolutely love sailing with Princess Cruises and we will absolutely continue to sail with them. It's just that they've been unlucky and it's just been really pointed out by the media. You've got to remember, all of this stuff was happening everywhere else in the world. It's just not cruise lines. We've said it before, cruise lines were the only travel company that had to give exact numbers, and Princesses happened to get caught up in a bad storm, which mostly, we think, in our opinion, was caused by the Japanese government not acting quick enough to get people off the ship. Because now it's being found out the best way to stop it from spreading is to get everybody off the ship, and this was down to government intervention. It wasn't down to Princess, who wanted to get people off. But yeah, we love Princess, we love all cruise lines, but yeah, Princess, it breaks our heart to see how they've been treated in the media. But yeah,
and on that note, we've recorded a video all about the situation and just looking at what's happened and giving our opinion and our thoughts on whether what they did was right and did they react quick enough and stuff like that. And that'll probably be coming out this week, is it, or next week? And
it's always easy to say things in hindsight.
Exactly. So it is a hindsight video. It's looking back at what happened and then seeing where things are going to go for the future.
So Kiki Bean, have you ever considered Disney vlogs? I know your fans would love to see some perspectives as adults in Disney. Well, yeah. So
if we ever get to Disney,
so we've got our other channel, guys, called Ben and David, which is a travel vlog channel. So make sure you check it out. It's in the comment section below. We haven't put much stuff up there. We are putting up a new video this week, but there's nothing really to do at the moment. So we are going to put travel vlogs up there, and we are planning a big family holiday to Disney next year, along with the 50-year celebrations. So
fingers crossed. It's something we haven't been back in about 5 as a family. It's been about 5-6 years. So I'd love to go back. So we kind of said, next year. We've been saying that for a couple of years now, haven't we?
Absolutely.
It's been something we've been working towards.
Next question we got from Tiffany. Thanks, Tiffany. Cruise Ben and David, what ship would you recommend for a honeymoon? Ooh. On destination.
That's a good one. I mean, what ship, it depends on who you are, really. So if you're the type of people who you like more of a nightlife and stuff like that, you want to look at Royal and NCL. But if you don't want families, sail outside of the school holidays and look at maybe longer itineraries.
Princess do some lovely. I know Princess Celebrity are a really good option.
So they're really nice cruise lines. They are a bit more upscale, a little bit more relaxed, quieter, with a slightly older crowd as well. But that's not to say that they're boring or anything.
Destination-wise, choose where you really want to go. That's the most important thing. So that's got to be your choice. So where do you want to go most in the world? Do you want to visit the Mediterranean? Do you want to do Alaska? Would you prefer to chill out in the lovely sun in the Caribbean or do something completely different? I would just pick the place you want to go to the most. I think it'd be really nice to do something you haven't done before as well. Maybe go to pick a destination you've fancied but never got across to doing yet.
Definitely. I mean, we cruised on, our honeymoon was on Disney Magic.
Yeah, exactly. So Aaron's asking, have you ever been or would you like to go to Iceland? I prefer Tesco's, to be honest, rather than Iceland. Oh, you meant the country? Oh, sorry guys, we've got a shop in the UK called Iceland and it sells iced things. No, we
had this mix-up the other day.
Did we?
Yeah, I was talking about Iceland the shop and you were talking about Iceland the country, and we had a whole conversation talking about two completely different things.
No, Aaron, we haven't been to Iceland, but we would love to, wouldn't we?
We'd love to, yeah.
Sophie, who's helping us out tonight, has been before, and we saw her photos, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Beautiful. Expensive again, though, once you're there, we've heard. So, but yeah, what a beautiful place, amazing terrain, and loads of things to see. You've got the
hot springs,
the blue lagoons, and the hot springs, and all of that jazz, and the geysers which shoot up hot air, all of that jazz. But yeah, it's going to be cold. I'd like to go, especially in the summer, because you get the 24-hour daylight, don't you, and stuff.
Yeah, because we did that. We did the midnight sun in Norway, and it was really pretty.
It was fantastic.
I actually really enjoyed the midnight sun.
Me too. Next question from Mary Jane.
How long does it take to prepare for a show? You're my faves on a Sunday afternoon or any time, really. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet of you.
So a live show, we start preparing probably about
2 hours.
2 p.m. we start preparing, so we usually do a bit of filming for an hour.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Edit for an hour, then we find the news, we make any graphics we've got to do. So it takes about 3 or 4 hours
but
per
then
show.
Actually coming into the studio and setting up, it's about 2 hours before.
Yeah, so that takes another 2 hours to get everything set up, everything plugged in, check everything's working. We've got a little pro, I don't know if you see I'm always doing stuff down here, but I'm always this is all different things that we can switch. So I can switch to, can put some social things on there, like subscribe now, or I can go back, or we can watch the funny little news jingle again. But yeah, it's just, so it takes a few hours just to get everything sort of working correctly, doesn't it? So it's a bit of...
And you don't want to be doing it last minute, so like, and then...
it takes a good few hours.
About 15 minutes before, we just come in, we sit down...
A normal show, so a normal non-live show takes a little bit longer, so we spend a lot more time on development, trying to find something that's interesting. Being super balanced and writing a script can be quite hard, so we don't do scripts, we just do bullet points, which we stick on a little piece of paper, because it's impossible to remember anything. So we just do bullet points, then pick a bullet point and talk around it. But that takes a while, and it takes a while to edit, source some footage, so we use a lot of our own footage. If we can't find any footage or we haven't been on a particular ship, we'll go find footage from a stock site. But we tend to try and use our footage as much as we can. Yeah. But yeah, it takes a good long while, and it takes a few hours to upload. You've got to write the description, write the tags, design the little thumbnail. It takes a deceiving amount of time. I think before we started, we didn't expect it to take so long, did we? But it just
we really
does.
didn't.
And we do, like you know, guys, we pride ourselves on bringing quality content. So, Rick, Ben loved the photo of you as cabin crew on Instagram. Any interesting or funny stories when you were cabin crew with Virgin Atlantic? Thanks, Rick. Yeah, guys, if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you are. We're always posting photos and stories, so that's Cruise With. Rick, I've got so many funny stories. I've had so many amazing experiences on board. So I had Helen Mirren on a flight, who was sat next to... I forgot what his name is. Guy with ginger hair.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Amazing. I held her...
economy?
No, she was in premium economy because upper class was full. And I held her Golden Globe Award, which is like massive, by the way. So I held Helen Mirren's Global
You held her globes.
I've had Madonna on a flight, which was a completely bizarre experience. So she had the whole middle section of our upper class booked on one of our old planes. And her assistant was wafting through vanilla essence at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she had her own chef on board as well, who was cutting her raw fish. So it was like she had a fish chef on board. That was just bizarre. had like an amazing chat with Sienna Miller and like name dropping now, guys.
Just like
But this was amazing.
what's this big bag? You just dropped all these names.
This was the best thing. So Kay Moss and Sienna Miller, she was going out to buy a house in one of the Caribbean islands, I can't remember where, and she was showing us her wedding photos. It was amazing. But yeah, loads of funny stories. Didn't really have any big emergencies, had a few medical emergencies. I remember, guys, it was one of my first ever flights. It was coming home from Hong Kong, so that's a long flight. It's like a 12-hour flight. They have crew bunk beds downstairs on the big longer flights, or upstairs on some planes as well. And on that flight, because it's so long, you get about 4 hours rest. So you get about 4 hours sleep downstairs. And it was just about to be my rest time when a guy had really sharp pains in his stomach, but he was really poorly. It ended up that he'd had a burst ulcer in his stomach halfway through the flight. So obviously we had to stay up and watch him. And it was just one of the most like heartbreaking things. But one thing that's really good that a lot of people don't realise is that the crew are really well trained for it. So we're not doctors or nurses, but they get trained to a really high standard. So it's like a 2-week course of just medical things.
I was going to say, how long your training as a whole was?
Was 7 weeks.
7 weeks. That's a long training time.
So like
7 days
on a
as
normal
well.
medical course will be a day, but we were taught for like 3 weeks. So it's a lot when you think about it, and even things about delivering babies, and not like a doctor could do. We'd have doctors helping us in our ear, but the kit on board is amazing. We had CPR machines, we had diagnostic machines, we had just about every medication under the sun on board, pain relief and everything, guys. It's nuts. But yeah, it was such a fantastic job. So thanks for that question. So Jackie, we need a video of Ben and Oliver cooking again. And all right, how funny was that, guys? As soon as this is all over, that'll definitely happen. So that's a really good question, isn't it?
We've had another super chat, Ben.
Yay!
Pop!
Frank and Jen in Colorado. I'd like to go there, wouldn't you? Denver, up in the mountains into the snow.
Yeah.
Thank you so
guys.
much, guys. Hello.
Thanks for tuning in. We enjoy watching you live from Central Colorado. Much love to you both. Much love to you as well.
guys.
Thank you so much for your super chat.
Yeah, thanks for all the super chats, guys. You guys literally, it goes without saying, it's amazing. It just makes us feel so happy. But yeah, keep your questions coming in. We've got loads of question time tonight, which is really nice. We love trying to get through your questions. If you're not answered, try asking again as well, because the questions come through so quick. So next question. The Lionsy. Hi guys, Italian shipyard starting working again. Do you think Enchanted Princess will be ready for September? Really good question. Don't know. We haven't been told yet. We were supposed to be on her for her christening ceremony in Southampton. That's obviously been put back, I think, to August. So maybe that means it is going to be ready. And we were hoping to cruise her shortly after that as well. But fingers crossed, guys. We were on Sky Princess last year. Oh my God. What a ship.
Beautiful.
It is. I mean, the Royal class ships just keep getting better and better. So Royal class for Princess keep getting better and better and better. The Sky Princess is gorgeous. So Enchanted Princess is going to be super similar.
Yeah. They really sorted out some of the issues with the Royal class, which for us was the lack of pool space. Yeah. And they really did a good job at that.
Amazing. Such a beautiful ship, guys. Princess, honestly, they make us... every time I think of Princess Cruises, I get like a warm feeling inside. Like a warm, like, ooh, this feels lovely, doesn't it?
It's I don't know, it's one of our favourite cruise lines.
Fingers crossed that it does go ahead. We really do hope your cruise goes ahead.
Yeah,
we genuinely do. And yeah, it's a beautiful ship, so thanks for the question.
Next question from Millie says, do you have any recommendations for what to do in the Caribbean? Oh, it depends where you're going.
I think on every island, one thing that we like to do is use local transportation.
Yeah, definitely. Look for what's the best beaches or what's good to do. You find with the Caribbean, you can do a lot of stuff for very little cost as well, just definitely. On your own.
If we're going to a Caribbean, sometimes we want a beach day, sometimes we want a bit more of an immersive day. So we'll have a look at the top beaches on the island. So just go and have a look on TripAdvisor or something, and then try and figure out by looking online how much a taxi should generally cost.
Yeah.
And then we'll just hire a taxi out for the day because it works out pennies compared to booking a ship excursion. Just the most important thing is, and most taxi drivers know this anyway, is just to leave yourself plenty of time to get to the ship.
And agree a price before you even step foot into the taxi. So make sure you do agree a price.
Absolutely.
And most Caribbean islands are really safe, but they are different from each other. So just make sure that whatever you do, you are safe.
Yeah. So guys, be very firm with the taxi drivers. That's how much you're going to pay. Or go find somebody else. That's what we do. You've just got to give a little bit of banter, a little bit of bartering.
Yes.
So, P&A videos. We should be on Celebrity Eclipse now, Hawaii to Vancouver, instead of lockdown in Coventry. That sucks. That really does. We should have been on the MSC Meraviglia today. Yes, Meraviglia and Britannia tomorrow.
Oh yes, it was supposed to be the cruise conference in Southampton.
P&O Britannia and MSC Meraviglia today. So we were getting on a ship tomorrow as well for the day, so we're gutted. Guys, it sucks. Honestly though, your cruise will be back again soon.
Yeah.
You'll be able to book, hopefully you've got that 125% cruise credit, so it gives you a little bit more money to maybe book a higher cabin or spend a little bit more money on the cruise, doing a longer cruise maybe.
Yeah, we've got cruise credit and we're
Super
holding
chat.
out.
We had a super chat.
Thank you so much. From
Dexter Martin.
Martin says, "Would you cruise on Titanic 2?"
Absolutely. I don't believe in superstitions.
I think
so
it's
I
a
would
little
do.
bit in bad taste, though.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that. It's a
It
little
feels
bit
a bit like
strange.
a
Money
fairground attraction.
Yeah, I
know.
guess, but I would sail in it. I'm very thingy then, aren't I? What's that word? I can't think of the word. I'll just do it anyway. You know what I mean? No, but I would sail in it.
I can't think of the word at all.
I can't think of the word. Flippant? No, not flippant. You know what I mean, guys. But yeah, I'd sail in it. But I do agree with David. Taste levels.
Yeah.
It would have to be done in really good memory for them, not just to make money. Because I think that would be quite poor. So maybe a floating memorial. I don't know if you'd want to do that. Though. Floating memorial for.
Did you ever see the film
Titanic 2? I've heard about it. I've heard it was terrible.
Yes.
Awful. Right.
Next question.
Moving on. Sean and Teresa, Cork Island.
It's
also,
from Ireland.
Allure of the Seas is just off your coast, apparently. One of the biggest ships in the world.
She says, "Well done for pronouncing Siobhan correctly. How do you..."
Oh,
gosh.
God. Now, really, guys.
Camille.
Kayomi?
Is that right?
Keem?
Let us
Keem?
know in the comments section.
It's
I'll keep an eye
probably
out.
something like Keem. Is it Keem?
Corm?
Or Corm? Could be Corm.
Cool.
Because we know neither.
Sean and Teresa, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, guys, how is it actually pronounced, because I've got no idea. You're showing us up now, guys. That's hilarious. I love it. It's absolutely hilarious. That's a really good question. So, Shauna, only ever cruised with P&O. Do Newcastle and Royal Caribbean compare? Shauna, completely different.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
Totally different.
Experience, people,
not
food,
better
everything.
or worse, just a very different situation.
Yeah.
We've been P&O, had some really good cruises. Same with Norwegian Royal Caribbean. Very different. I would compare it with going on a British holiday compared with going on a holiday in the States. So it's a very American feel on board. So more American food, more American entertainment, which we love. We love going to America, so it's the perfect holiday for us. So we like both types of holiday, but yeah, the food, entertainment, very much different, but in a good way. It's definitely a different experience. Yeah.
So Cheryl Lynn said, "We're docked. We've
We're docked.
arrived
We
at our
have-
destination.
Guys, we've docked. It happened
It only lasts an hour.
45 minutes into the show. So guys, we'll take a few more questions. We've got one from Jennifer. Do you guys sell merchandise such as your shirts? And if so, is what the site? We do.
You should see it on the video
It's on
underneath.
Teespring.
It's
So
on
it should be
Teespring,
under the
but
video.
underneath this video you should see our selection of t-shirts that you can buy.
Also, Kiva. Oh, Kiva. Quiva. Oh, so I think we were very wrong.
We were totally wrong.
Apologies to any Quivers around the world. So, George, why did you quit being a flight attendant? Just because we moved house from outside of London to Cambridge, and it was too far to
commute was too far.
So it was too hard. But
It looked good on paper and it sounded good
I honestly,
at first, but then actually in practice it was too far.
I honestly miss it so much, though. Seriously,
Yeah.
It was such a good job. Virgin Atlantic, obviously going through tough times now, so honestly they were great. And I know Richard Branson's getting a lot of hack and slack and things thrown at him in the press, but he only owns a very small part of the business, guys. So you've got to think of all of my thousands of friends who work for, not thousands of friends, thousands of ex-colleagues, my thousands of friends.
They were a great company to
My
work for as well,
thousands of
weren't they?
ex-colleagues, yeah, and they were
The
fantastic.
benefits were really good. Like,
The benefits were
he used to do he used to have
most
a massive
importantly-
festival every year in his garden
in
and
Richard,
stuff.
yeah, when he used to live in Oxford. But most importantly, they treat us really well, guys. It was really good.
So we'll have one
last
more question,
question
and then we're going to
from-
ask you a question.
From Gast, do you think cruises will build full-blown hospitals on board?
Well, they've already said they have to have ways to cope, don't they?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
definitely.
So, but I think they'll definitely look at what's happened and then learn from that.
Yeah, guys, so thank you so much for your questions, and thank you so much for joining us today. David, what was your question?
My question for you guys was, should we have a party?
Or should we have a party next week, guys? Yeah, we're thinking of doing like a 90s themed party. So we'll have disco lights, maybe a bit of karaoke. You can pick some tunes. So we don't get monetized at the moment anyway because of all of this COVID thing. So we can just put loads of music in there and it's fine.
So just copyright strikes.
We can get copyright strikes all over the place. It doesn't matter. So guys, do you want us to have a party? Let us know in the comments section below. We can all dress up and have a fun party. Get the smoke machine out.
I know quite a few people said a themed party. So I was thinking 90s, you know.
Absolutely.
Something like that. Let us know what you think.
But guys, again, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for coming to watch us again. We know you're taking time out of your precious time, so thanks a lot, guys.
Please make sure if you haven't done it yet, because everybody watching now, definitely subscribe. But give the video a big thumbs up. Sorry, I just hit my microphone there. Please, honestly, if you give the video a big thumbs up, it really does help the video and it helps us grow. And a big thank you to every single person that gave us a super chat tonight. We really do appreciate it.
And again, thanks to all of our patrons. We know many of you are watching tonight. All the details about becoming a patron are in the comment section below, and you get loads of extra goodies and stuff, guys, and it really helps support us. But as always, all of our content is going to be completely free. We love doing this, guys, and we love bringing content to you, and it's great to see so many of you being so positive, and it makes our Sunday. So I guess we'll see you again this time next week, won't we, David?
So until next time, guys,
happy cruising!